Management Corporation. The Asset Management Corporation was set up by both the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Ministry of Finance. The Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria is owned both by the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank of Nigeria. The funds are contributed by both of them. We started operations in Asset Management Corporation in the last quarter of 2009. What has been the journey so far? So far, what the AMCON is what we call it, has cleaned up the banking sector such that we have bought up all NPLs, those are non-performing loans in the banking sector. These were done in 3 different purchase tranches, and we have recapitalized 8 institutions so far. What we have done is, first of all, we bought up all the NPLs in those institutions and all the NPLs that have to do with the capital market, such that those banks are now healthy. We recapitalized 8 institutions, 5 of which have successfully gone into M&A arrangements, and 3 are still being managed by their own boards under proper corporate governance structures. Now, what AMCON bought from the banking sector was about 4.02 trillion at a cost of 1.76. This results to about 44 cents per dollar. So what was the purpose of setting up AMCON? First of all, to ensure the banks are able to go back to their core business of lending. Instead of pursuing bad debts, we bought up those bad debts. The bank can now concentrate with new liquidity, new capital, to create more, and this time, healthy risk assets, such that the Nigerian economy as a whole is made to grow, which is really the initiative of the Nigerian government. In addition, these banks that could not prior to this lend to the real sector were recapitalized, so that they are now able to create new assets. Those banks that we took over, we did in several steps. First of all, there was an interim structure put in place by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Thereafter, we bought up all the NPLs. After buying up the NPLs, we ensured that we recapitalized these banks to a minimum of 0 for those banks that went into successful M&A arrangements, 5 of them. And for the remaining 3, we made sure that we took them over the required capital asset requirements. Now, the question on most people's lips is that how did AMCON do this? Is it being financed by the taxpayer? Is it being paid by the Nigerian government? The answer is no. As of today, AMCON, like I said, is owned by the CBN and Ministry of Finance. We issued 0 coupon bonds to buy up all the NPLs that we did, as well as recapitalize the institutions that we recapitalized. In addition to this, there's a 500 billion debenture that CBN subscribed to. Those are our sources of funds. What did we use these funds for? Like I said, we bought up NPLs, which we call EBAs, eligible bank assets. We recapitalized 3 institutions which are being managed, and we provided financial accommodation to 5 who have successfully gone into M&A arrangements. And a very small portion of this is used for AMCON operations. So what are the cash flows for AMCON? One is the recovery of the EBAs. The fact that a loan has come to AMCON does not mean it's no longer payable. The debts are owed to AMCON, and we pursue those debts. I will take you through the funding methodology of AMCON to show you what our thresholds are. When we decide to disinvest from our banks, both those that we currently hold and the 5 that we have invested in, we will also be recovering our funds from this. In addition, there's our cash reinvestment from the loans that we have recovered, as well as those assets that we are forced to foreclose on. And a fundamental part of AMCON is the sinking fund, which really is the difference between AMCON and all other resolution vehicles in the world today. The cost of AMCON is not going to be picked up by the taxpayer. What has been done as of today is that all financial institutions in Nigeria have signed a memorandum of agreement with the Central Bank of Nigeria, such that at the end of every year, they contribute 30 basis points of their total assets to a sinking fund, which is managed by a separate trust fund. That sinking fund will contribute to the total resolution of the funds that were used to buy up these EPAs. This is a fundamental difference between what happens in other countries. What you have usually in other countries is that you probably have two companies, one buying up the NPLs and the other doing the financial accommodation. Both are accommodated within AMCON. However, a fundamental difference is that the banks themselves are picking up the cost of this cleanup.